Hey, what's good, y'all? We back at it. Jordan 6 Toro Bravo Real vs. Fake UA Replica Part 2. Whatever you want to call this stuff, call it whatever you want. I don't care. This is not a promotion for any form of reps or counterfeit products. This is to make sure you do not get scammed thinking you're going to obtain an authentic when in fact you're receiving a counterfeit or fake product. Now, that's all this video promotes. It does not promote the selling or resale of reps or resale of retail shoes. I've got both categories of people that do follow me, and I respect everyone's hustle. It is what it is, as long as you're not trying to get one over on somebody. So moving forward here, the typical initial thing you want to look at when it comes to the boxes, guys, is going to be the sizing. Nike's boxes are pretty big. These are a size 12, both are, and you see the smaller box size for the replica on the right. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the box labels. Here is the retail. As you can see, it is a little bit dinged up, is what it is with shipping, guys. Whether you get a rep or a retail pair, as you can see here, size 12. And when we flip over to the replica, what you're going to drastically notice is it's a bit more of a brighter white, a little cleaner, a little bit bolder. As you see Air Jordan 6 Retro up above, you see Men 12 down low, 13.5, and so forth. It's just a bit of a thicker, bolder appearance for the text. Now here we go. We're going to look at the internal tissue paper. On the left, as you see, we got the spackled tissue paper internally. Not hard to miss. And on the rep, we have elephant print. Even on this newer batch, they still use the elephant print again, guys. Why the mold sticker is on the rep here, as you can see, it's also inside under the tissue paper on the retail, but we're not going to get too involved in that. But yeah, the tissue paper is a major difference, guys. So here we go. Retail on the left, rep on the right. Retail is actually much more of a richer red. The toe box is much more sloped. Replica on the right, you can already see it. To your right, that is. You can already see the way the toe looks, misshapen and so forth. You see there's some structural differences. The padding there up above the collar of the cushion spot with the 6 holes on it. I should say 7 holes, excuse me. You see how much bigger it is on the rep on the right versus the retail on the left. Also, you see the Jumpman Air is a much more darker red on the actual rep on the right versus on the left. It bleeds in, basically. It kind of fades into the actual Toro colorway there. You barely even see the word Air spelled out. You see that? Other than that, though, you see the pull tab above. Minor structural difference as well, a bit more oval on the replica. And again, this particular batch looks like they tried to tone down on the replica the red, and they toned it down a little too much. And you can already see here that it's just a completely different tone of red. The previous rep was more of a Raging Bull red. So again, more comparing here, guys. Like I said, they didn't really do bad on the midsole. Looks identical, not as glossy as the retail on the right. Air units are both clean and see-through, except the air unit on the replica is the internal, air unit there is actually all white, while on here on the retail it's more of a sail color. But there we go, guys. We do got hints of gloss on the rep on the left, way more hints of gloss on the retail on the right. So yeah, much richer red on the actual retail this time around, guys. And again, in this moment, retail is on the right. And they did underscale this Jordan 6 as well, guys. On the replica, would I say go true to size? You probably still can, but you want to be careful with that. As you can see here, the outsoles are nearly identical, except the red on the retail on the left is darker than the replica on the right here. You see the different shade and tone of color. So let's move over now to the other shoe. And as we see here, what I'm looking to compare is, I'm looking at those, the weight here. And the weight's a little bit lighter on the actual replica. And here we go with the other shoe now. Just wanted to point out, here we go, that also the tongue on the retail sticks out further than the rep. And yeah, guys, it's going to be the same call outs here. The red is much richer on the retail on the left versus dull on the right. Again, that cushion patch is just so much bigger on the right than it is on the left. And again, some minor structural differences, but again, on a solo tip, it's really hard to call this stuff out. That toe box is definitely different on the rep on the right though, no question. And the red as well on the midsole, if you guys can see that. Again, here we go. Now here's what really got my attention, guys. The Jordan with the Air on the replica on the right, is, you can see it, but look at the R on my retail on the left. AIR, the R is completely crooked on my retail. Look at that. Insane, guys. Super, super insane. Look at that. That is a major defect. Never noticed that before in my previous video. So look at that. AIR, crooked R. Can't miss it, guys. But you know, in certain lighting, you know, the Jumpman seems to be, you know, seems to appear a bit more prominent on the rear, on the actual retail. So I guess lighting's got a lot to do with that. And again, guys, you want to remember the tongue on the retail here on the right sticks further much higher than the replica on the right. You don't even see the tongue stick above the collar on the replica on the left, as you can obviously see here on what I'm speaking. But yeah, in this case, I would have to give the color tone to the retail pair. I do like it better. Not much of a fan of this flatter red colorway on the replica. But again, can't complain here, guys. Just don't want you to get scammed out there. However, it just boggles my mind that that R is so crooked. Look at that. Look at that. I'm concentrating on the QC on the retail. Look at that R, completely crooked off. Look at that. And this is retail, guys, so that lets you know, you QC police out there, be careful with the reps you guys decide to obtain from others. And there we have it, guys. Retail left, replica on right. You see the strong apparent color difference between the two. And we'll leave it at that, guys. Let me know if you guys see anything else. Leave your information in the comments, guys. Let us know what else you point out about the differences of this particular pair. And we will leave it at that. And y'all know what it is. Sneaker Lover out.